Greetings. The name of our topic is Mapping the Trajectory of Succession Planning in Family-Based Companies, a Critical Analysis by Mr. Nilavro Chatterjee and Dr. Shivaji Banerjee. Both the joint authors are Indian based at Kolkata. I, Nilavro Chatterjee, have completed my MCom from Calcutta University 2018 and currently pursuing LLB at Vidyasagar University. My venerable co-author, Dr. Shivaji Banerjee, is MCom PhD and he's an assistant professor of St. Xavier's College, Kolkata, and also guest faculty of University of Calcutta. Coming to the introduction, we contemplate the succession issues of family business. We all know that succession issues are extremely complicated and solution is at best plausible option. By the way, we have avoided all consequences due to the pandemic as the consequences are deemed to be temporary and hence reversible. At least in India, family company is not defined under statute. The term is though widely understood globally. Nationalization was reckoned as a panacea, but now it is considered arcane. Hence, it is not relevant, and we are therefore emphasizing on other options. We identify major corporate globally. Most of them are in reality family companies like Ford, Bose of USA, Toyota of Japan, Tata, Birla, Mukherjee of India. Coming to the next slide, we are aware of the conscious of the gamut of family business in economy. The major problem is for a proper successor once the original promoters have to give away due to retirement, death, etc. We have focused on actual case studies and our objective is to give concrete suggestions. Coming to the next slide, we have tried to give you definitions by relying on what scholars have interpreted them, like handlers and others. We trust that the audience would be in agreement with us when we say that existence of family relationship, presence of family in the board. We keep in mind that the size of the business may begin from local corner shops to large corporations like the Tata Group in India or Ford of USA. Coming to the next slide. We have now shown you a specimen of the literatures. There are also other works also which are there in the bibliography slide. For those interested, we would be pleased to send you more literature reviews. 3 papers are shown with tabular format for the ease of correlating. Coming to the next slide, this shows our objectives of the study. We have systematically showed the original status, evolution saga, and current status, provided the company is still in existence and not gone by nationalization. The objective is to give you an hybrid model of the Dabur model with inputs from the Tata model and also make our humble suggestions to the lawmakers to suitably amend the Companies Act and make provisions for family council as existing on Dabur Group, eliminating all gender bias though. No female member in Dabur Family Council. The law has to be in tandem with civil succession laws applicable to Hindus, Christian, and Muslim owners. Coming to the next slide, we have all read, used descriptive research method, relied on debates at the Indian Parliament. Some secondary evidence like company records and website particulars have been used. Coming to the next slide, the 5 models are there for you to watch. We just read them over very quickly. Nationalization, special reference to ISCO, amicable settlement with special reference to Birla and Goenka Group, family council control with special emphasis on Dabur Group, takeover by other events with the transition saga from Union Carbide to Eveready to recent White Knight role of Dabur through impliedly in persona, evolution to corporate style like the Tata with a rider that a holding company is holding the rein. Coming to the next slide. This is the story of nationalization. The utopia was to take out everything from the private sector, including the family companies, and this is what happened in India when banks were nationalized along with the icon, namely ISCO. Coming to the next slide, now the question may be asked, what was the motive? The general notion: the then socialist government thought that capitalists or family companies were concealing profits. An utopian concept was that once the state takes over, there would be no more tax dodging, no more strikes, lockout, and fair distribution of wealth to all the stakeholders. It took time and bitter experience to know the bitter truth and this terrible policy. To the next slide. ISCO was an icon, one of the best steel plant in Asia. It was nationalized along with banks and other concerns. The promoter Mukherjee Group was finished. Its holding companies reduced to a mere shadow from its halcyon days. Coming to the next slide, to give credence and to show you the hoodwinking, we rely on a speech of an eminent parliament speaker, Mr. Basudev Acharya, who by detailed statistics shown how promises were broken and the plant never modernized, or that the stakeholders gained even after 5 decades. No one dared to take over the plant. It had a huge workforce and large accumulated loss due to apathy and incompetence. Coming to the next slide deals with amicable settlement, and we show you it was done in the Birla group prior to the present tussle between the Lodha. The Goenka family also made amicable settlement. We now see Sanjeev and Harsh Goenka managing partition companies inherited from their father. We show you the saga of Dabur Group. From a humble beginning, it became a massive corporation and took over many companies. The journey was surprisingly smooth and systematic. Coming to the next slide, Dabur has a superintending all male family council who keeps tabs on the company from an outside locus. It controls indirectly, though the concept has no statutory mandate. It is very successful but has palpable gender bias as it excludes a lady of the family. The sittings are informal but have very high potential impact. Coming to the next slides, there is specific constitution of family council. The role, objective, functions are clearly defined and it specifically excludes personal issues, though it encourages individual enterprise efforts. The director of family do not control the company. They have no salary and only rely on dividends. They hold ornamental chairman posts only. Coming to this next slide, we discuss why there is gender bias and suggest amendment in corporate laws to incorporate the family council interfaces, as it has been demonstrated to be one of the most successful in corporate world of India. This also protects next generation who might not have all the talent of their ancestor promoter. Coming to the next slide, this is a slide to show you where family companies have been taken over by others, either as a predator or collaborator. We give examples. Imami has taken over Zandu, Balsara by Dabur, Martinband by Fatehpuria. One interesting reverse engine story is CESC. It was a British corporate, now a family company of the Goenka. Iconic Ramaprasad Goenka took over it with many others. Most recently, it is like Everready would have been taken over by Dabur, now in a white knight mode in persona. To the next slide. It is a successful evolution story of family company to true corporations. This is what you see in Tata, which is a huge corporation but still has some legacy of family control through holding companies. It still has bitter feuds with Mr. Mistry, who has a large share through his family. A courtroom battle started and continues till date. We now reach the climax of the presentation and would like to tell you that nationalization is arcane and ignored. Amicable settlement is preferred, but partition would rise to multiple companies with the same enigma of succession episode. We suggest the third model. It will make a three-way bridge between executives, promoters, and shareholders, and in an unfamiliar line have elements of perpetual succession without depriving anyone in any manner. The gender bias needs to be removed though. The fourth model of Tata regarding professional touch and corporation style has already been incorporated in Dabur. Other features would be used in hybrid model. We suggest to include the concepts of the gamut of Indian law. Foreign jurisdiction may also use them commensurate with their own law and culture. Final plausible suggestion is a mixture of Birla Goenka amicable settlement, Dabur family council, Tata corporate style. Next slide. This slide gives you a partial list of reference and bibliography. Due to paucity of time and to avoid prolixity, we are not reading them over. We thank you very much for your perusal and audience, and we welcome you to keep in contact with us. We would be entirely at your service to give you further information in this matter and would further appreciate your suggestions for improvement in our topic discussion in all manners and mode. Thank you.